In 2023, I spent basically the whole year planning, getting approval for, and then building my 5-unit apartment building. It was a long journey on the biggest project of my career, and it turned out to be well worth it. But it was definitely a tiring process, and I have since taken a break from real estate investing while spending time with my awesome wife and 2 boys. So I'm here on the property now, but before I talk about what I bought, I want to talk to you about how I bought it. So this property actually wasn't listed at all. It wasn't on the MLS, it wasn't on realtor.com or anything like that. It was actually on Facebook Marketplace. Now, normally I scroll through Marketplace to find cars to flip, but a couple days ago an ad popped up of a building lot, and it just happened to be on the same street as my very first flip house I did 8 years ago. So it turns out that the seller just didn't want to pay realtor fees. She had bought this property for her son, and the son was going to build on it. Son got transferred to another job in a different state. I believe it was New York, and they had spent the money to clean up the property and just wanted to break even. Didn't want any realtor fees hindering that or any closing costs, any of that. So I offered them full price I would be paying the closing cost, and they took it. So I definitely wanted to add that to the video just because, you hear all the time that there are no deals out there, that everything on the market is too expensive, that auctions are crazy because you're bidding against all these other people and it goes too high. Guys, think outside of the box. This is something I hadn't thought of before. I'm going to be looking into it more now than I ever have. But this is a great way to be able to get in on an off-market deal that other people just didn't see. So I'm here looking at the property now in person. You got a well right there already on the property. Total of, I want to say it's half an acre. It goes all the way back to that bamboo back there. It looks like this would be kind of cut in already. So we've got this pile here. Looks like I see some gravel. This could be a driveway that comes all the way back in here, a really long driveway. House could sit about right here, so have a little bit deeper of a crawl space or basement on this side because it slopes down this way. But it looks like power would be easy. Water right here by the road, we're pretty close. We've got water and electric. We've got a well too on top of that. I've got to figure out if this is septic, if I have to put in a septic system, or if there's a sewer that comes through here and hits all these houses. That I don't know yet. I'm going to go up to the courthouse and figure out how that works here in this city. This is Liberty, Tennessee. This is pretty cool. This is where, and I'll drive by and show you guys, but my very first flip that I ever did back in 2016, I believe. 2016 or 2017, we flipped that house. It's right up the road here. I mean, there's a house in between this one and my first flip, but it goes all the way back there to that bamboo. Nice square lot. Could be pretty private. Put up a fence around the whole thing and build a house right here. Got another one for sale right across the road. Pretty nice little house over there, looks like. Could possibly, I don't know what all, I'm going to look that up too. Look up that address, because right next to it, like you've got the house there. Over this side, there's looks like another building lot right there. If somebody could get this house cheap enough to where it makes sense for that other lot to say be around $50,000 or so, gives you another building lot right across the street too. So a couple things to look at here. I just wasn't expecting. So be nothing to come in here and dig this out and then add gravel in, and be a pretty long driveway all the way back to that pile there. And you could probably fit, I mean, if you had to fit them all in, probably 6 or 8 cars in that driveway, and then just build a nice 3-2. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I wanted to bring you guys along with me. I want to go up to the courthouse now, figure out sewer or septic, and once I know that, that'll tell me a lot about what I can make happen here. To show you guys something, kind of give you an update. Pretty cool little circumstance here, save a lot of money, that the electric company just came up with. Let me turn you around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So somewhere right in here is where the house is going to be. Somewhere right here in this rectangle area. We've got our septic tank already done. It's right there. That was already with the property. But this is what's pretty cool. So we've got to figure out where to do electric. And we've got a pole you can barely see. A pole right there in between those trees. There's one there. And then there's one here at the back of the property. It's got a transformer and everything on it. Well, the electric guy came out and he was telling me, great guy, he was telling me that there's wire, and I can see it up there now. There's wire that's all wrapped up there. And when there was some kind of mobile home or something on this property before, that's what they used. They used that pole, and he said he just couldn't stand it because it came through the trees. It's just not a good location for it. So he's like, you know, I really would rather you use one of these two. Well, with this one, got to talk to the neighbor. I don't know the neighbor. You have to ask for permission to share it and all that kind of stuff. But the better option is using that one right there, pulling it to across the street, putting a pole right there, and then either running it underground or overhead here to where we're going to build. What he told me is, he said usually here to set a new pole and to run it all and set up the temporary and all that kind of stuff is going to be about $1,500. So normally to pull from there, put a pole there, well, somewhere in there, it's flagged, somewhere in there, and run a temporary off of it, that it'd be about $1,500. But he said it would make sense for you as the owner to want to use this one. And he said, I understand that, because you could use this one technically for free because it's already on your property. You already have service here. He said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the wire off of this pole, and I'm going to use it over here to run your new pole, and you're going to avoid the $1,500 fee. I mean, it's just gone. It's like we're using this pole, but it's off to the front. So super excited about that. Wasn't expecting that. But I mean, from what he's saying, it's going to be like $50 membership fee and $100 this or $50 that, whatever it is. It's nowhere near $1,500. Ends up being, I mean, probably less than $200. So pretty excited about that. Wanted to share that. Definitely wanted that in the part of the video. So the other thing this property has is a well. So that's what they used for water. So I've got to get a hold of the company that will put in a water tap. There's the well there. This is where he flagged where he wants to put the pole, somewhere right around in here. And he went ahead and rode on the street too. But for right now, that's all we got until I hear back from the water company, and we're back with another video. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.